Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. There are 23,000 ounces of silver in my possession. Silver costs $30 or $30 bucks. Even though it doesn't matter, I bought it when I was 11. That was in 2014 to 2010, okay? Please don't make that trade. 11 to 30, you guys are going to ask, that's a good trade? That's a bad trade for over 10 years, a terrible deal. I should have bought a house, but Bitcoin is what I should have done. Because I could have bought it for, well, $1,000, which is what gold was worth. I got 23,000 ounces. It's worth about 6 GS, or $6. Okay, split by 57,000, and that will be about 10, 12, or 15 Bitcoin, right? That's the clear answer, right? That silver just stands there. Could metal cost $50? It's only happened once every 1,000 years. Without a doubt, it costs half as much as where the high is. Gold has already reached its peak. Dude, it's a pain to move. That stuff is going in my Range Rover. It will take 30 minutes to do that. After that, I have to drive somewhere. They need to count every ounce for me. It's going to be a whole day. These people will then test it to make sure I'm not cheating them. If I ask, they'll lock in a price. But with that much, they'll probably say, hey, once we say it's real, we'll let you know what the price is. That means I might be able to get some currency in a week. BTC can go up to $15,000 or $20,000. This is what's wrong with gold and silver. And let me tell you something, these people in Saudi Arabia have been playing with gold for hundreds of years. Their families are used to seeing gold when they walk down to the vault as kids. It's like my kids have seen everything. They've seen the gold, silver, and lots of cash. If you grew up as a Saudi prince, it would be like seeing a room full of gold all the time. Wow, they'll get Bitcoin so quickly. Chief Executive Officer of Cardone Ventures, Gary Cardone, recently talked about his investment in silver and how Bitcoin might have been a better pick. He bought 23,000 ounces of silver in 2014 for $1 each. An ounce of silver is worth about $1.30 today. Even with this rise, he sees it as a small gain over 10 years. Cardone thought about how much money he could make as he put his money into Bitcoin instead. The price of Bitcoin in 2014 was about $1.80. And it is now worth a lot more. His silver purchase is worth about $700,000 now, and it could be traded for about 15 Bitcoins. Cardone also talked about the problems that come up when you try to sell silver. It's heavy and takes a lot of time to check, and it can take days to sell. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is easy to trade, transfers happen quickly, and the value of Bitcoin could rise quickly. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay guys, let's look at this. After that, I'll make this change right away. In this case, this person has 1,000 flat doors and 1,000 Bitcoin. It's between 300 and 3,000 Bitcoin that he bought. Okay? He did really well. He has between 330 million and 300 million. If I got the math right, is that about the same? Yes. Okay, so he has $300 million. I've known him for 8 years. His family is upset. His family is upset because they are worth $300 million on paper, but only $100 million in real life. It goes back to 300, then back to 100. People forget about this part because the family is sitting here. Families can get tricky sometimes. What with the kids, the wife, the ex-wife, and the kids? They still live on an island even though they're worth $300 million. It doesn't cool down there. They are fed up with life on an island. Like, hey, we're $300 million. Could we act like $20 is ours? That is, they don't have any cash on hand. You start to feel pressure from people in your tribe, right? Hey man, I thought we were worth something, right? My life isn't going to change. Does this happen? What does this person have? He makes no money. Bitcoin isn't making any money. You could say he should go bet that he might be able to do it too. But I'm pretending right now that Bitcoin is hard to make a profit on. That means Bitcoin is rising 40% yearly. Okay? 40% a year. You need to find out what's done in real estate. What does real estate do or not do? I have no idea. We have a map that shows that it's 40 to 45% a year, or even more. Bitcoin doesn't give any return. Yes, these are the good things. Okay, these are risky things. I'm sorry, 40% return. A very liquid, okay? This is where real estate really interests me. This property, and the fact that it is liquid gives me the chance to do this on a Friday night, July 31st. There is an apartment building in Chicago that at midnight, the bank account has a covenant break. And if they haven't sold that house by Friday afternoon 5 p.m., Eastern time, they'll have a big problem. The bank is basically saying, we took it from Sam, Sam's no longer, which means he broke the deal they made with them. Oh, and I need to take care of 30,000 of these. I also need to take care of 30, 50, 100, or 1,000 Sams. Sam, you might be cool now. But I have 399 other Sams and this pool is now so dangerous. Dude, I don't care about you. In fact, you're going to be the first person I attack. You're the best borrower out of these 300 people I lend money to. You will have to give me the money. You'll be sitting there thinking, dude, I'm giving you all my distributions. I did everything. You don't know that 299 other people have it. They are going after you first. Put some of that money back into the pool. At that point, their management is really into risk management. Put an end to the deals. Are you telling me that someone with 1,000 Bitcoin who can make a transaction at 11:59 p.m. right before the deadline isn't in a great position to go? Hey, Truist Bank. Okay, how about I send you $130 million right now and in 3 minutes? I'll also buy this tonight for you because you broke your promises. I feel like I can help you before Monday comes around. You can't tell me that you can't get that cheaper, dude. On Saturday? Hey, dude, you don't need to go to bankruptcy court. You don't have to hire a lawyer, get everyone out of court, and collect the money. When I first see this, I think, the fact that this is liquid and open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week should give me an option that no one else has. It looks like I keep bringing up the word option. It's no longer possible to do business at midnight, 2 a.m. Dubai time, London time, in London, Singapore, or Florida. The procedures have been taken away, so it's time. Like how Bitcoin gets rid of time and space now. Mr. Real estate guy owns 1,000 apartment doors. He paid $150,000 for each of these doors. Okay, what is that then? That's about $10 to $15 billion. Yes, of course. This is an investment of $150 million. 1,001 homes. Is that right? 100 homes at 15. Oh, these would cost $150,000 each. Okay, each door. To give you some background, when I first started investing with Grant, Arizona 15 years ago, each of these doors cost $45,000. Okay, so that means apartment of $1 billion. If you buy that apartment, there are 100 of them, and you pay $45,000 times those 100. There are likely 200,000 of these now. Okay, they just went up, and now you can't buy any of these. This is about $200,000 now, so it went up 5 times in 15 to 20 years. Anyhow, this guy has 1,000 doors. He is likely making about 6% on this $150 million transaction. That's about $900,000 a year in interest, right? I don't have a calculator with me, so it would be easy for me to miss a zero. He's getting $900,000 a year in interest payments from the real estate. I think the return will be 6%. There's something interesting about this house. He got it for $150 and only had to put down about 20%. He had to have $30 million. Okay, to get $150 million, all right? He has a rate of 4% or 5% on the other $120 million, all right? And he's making money by renting the door every month and selling it, right? Right? The rent he will charge you will cover more than the mortgage, right? He makes a deal and pays $150 million for a house. This is what the real estate agent would do. The way Grant and I do it, we pay cash for the house. We go to the bank and say, I can close in 10 days cash after the deal is done. We either go to the market to raise the money or go to the banks and tell them we have $150 million